In today's video, we're going to walk through two different search engines. One is Google and the other is Perplexity. And today we're going to find out, is Google still king, or are there other alternatives that you can use to help you during your day-to-day world? So let's begin by taking a look at the search engine showdown. As we go through these videos, I've decided it's going to be helpful for you to have a handout. And today's handout is Google versus Perplexity. Is it time to ditch Google? In my mind, no. But I do believe Google now has some fierce competition. So this is what the handout is going to help you with. For years, we have all relied on Google. If you need an answer to a question, you Google it. Today, I want to introduce you to Perplexity. Perplexity is an AI-powered search tool, but it does so much more than just search. It actually does research. When you go into Perplexity, you're going to ask a question. Perplexity is actually going to accomplish the research for you. And one of the things that makes it so different, Google has ads. Google works on search engine optimization. You'll find a lot of spam. Perplexity is just going to give you straight answers. So as we put Google and Perplexity head to head, I want you to see which one you like and the use cases that you'll find that work in real life. As we go through this and answer what is Perplexity, it is a search engine. Google is going to go out and find websites for you to check out, but Perplexity is a research engine. In the same amount of time that Google looked for all those links, Perplexity AI went out, it read through all of those things in Google, it summarized the best information, and it attempted to give you an answer directly. So the key differences between Google and Perplexity, Google is going to show you the links, but you have to do the research. Perplexity is actually going to go out and read all of those sources for you, and it's going to give you a clear and direct answer with citations of where those answers came from. So how can you think of it? Think of it this way. Google is like a librarian who tells you where to find a book. It points you in the right direction. But Perplexity is like a librarian who reads the book for you, summarizes the key points, and then gives you the information. I think the best way to explain the difference between Google and Perplexity is let's just continue to put it through real life tests. Let's see how they compare, how they contrast, and how you can search in everyday life. So I'm going to start by doing a test of what's a quick and easy dinner recipe with chicken. I am first going to go to Google in this test, head-to-head test, and I'm going to type in what's a quick and easy dinner recipe with chicken. And what you're going to see when you click all of this is the very first thing that popped up are some sponsored ads. Kroger, our most popular recipe meals in 30 minutes or less. That's not really what I asked for. I asked for easy dinner recipes with chicken. Hidden Valley says only 3 or 4 ingredient recipes, family favorites, more sponsored. And then you come down into these recipes. Then you get to other questions. What do you want to have tonight for dinner with chicken? What to have for dinner easy and quick? Then you finally get down to some blog posts. And then you go back into all kinds of information and videos. It's given us an answer. Here are a couple of quick and easy dinner recipes using chicken that you might enjoy. 1, 15-minute honey garlic chicken. It's given us the ingredients, it's given us the instructions, and then it gave us another idea. Last-minute chicken recipe. This recipe is another quick option, ready in about 15 to 20 minutes. It gives us the ingredients, then the instructions. Can you see the difference between the two? With Google, we are familiar with this. We come into sponsored ads, we see all of this, we see the recipe, but look at the difference. Perplexity has actually gone out. It has found 8 sources that it believes is most relevant to us, and it's given us a simple answer. Just like what we said a few minutes ago, Google is like a librarian that points you in the right direction. Perplexity is like a librarian that goes, it reads all of the information, it synthesizes it, and it gives you back its very best answer. As we summarize, when you're looking at this test, what is a quick and easy dinner recipe with chicken? Google is going to take you to sponsored ads, food blogs, long personal stories, and you have to scroll forever and ever to get to the recipes. Perplexity is different. It's going to give you a straightforward, easy to follow recipe with the ingredients if you need them. So in this case, perplexity is probably a better answer because no one wants to scroll through a life story to find a recipe. Before we move on to the next test between Google and Perplexity, let's just take a look at the navigation. Perplexity is held at perplexity.ai. It is a simple interface. This is where you would click to have a new thread or new chat. This is the home page that you're looking at. Perplexity also has different types of things. It has news where you can come in and have news for you. It gives you the top stories. You can find tech and science. These are things that I've asked. So I've created my own filters and I've selected these things: tech and science, finance, arts and culture, sports and entertainment. And it is going to feed me the information that is most relevant to me. I can also set up spaces. A space is much like a project where you can put information together and set sources for that. The library is where all of my threads live. When you have a chat or a thread, it's going to live here in your library. In the bottom left, you can see my login and information. I'm actually on the Pro plan, which is $20 a month. There is a free plan as well. I'm going to go back to a new thread, and it is a very clean, simple interface. So this is where you ask a question. You can also set sources for the search. You can attach a file, and this is where you send off the message. This is the interface of Google. You can ask a new question. The message goes here, and this is Perplexity. So now let's go and run another test. What's the best way to remove a coffee stain from my couch? And I think you know where this is going to go. When we type that message into Google, it's going to give us articles from cleaning websites, with each one saying something different. So one person may tell you this, another person may tell you that. Perplexity is going to go out, it's going to research all of those, and it's going to come back to you with a single clear answer with step-by-step instructions based on trusted sources. So let's go and see what it looks like. This is Google. I'm going to paste that question in. What is the best way to remove a coffee stain from my couch? When you look at Google, it has sponsored ads. This is from Target, sponsored, Amazon, sponsored from OxyClean, sponsored from Walmart. Then it goes into videos, then it goes into other things that you can ask. It even goes into discussions and forums on Reddit. That's not what I was really looking for. I was really looking for, I have a stain on my couch, how can I get rid of it? So I'm going to copy that very same prompt. I'm coming back into Perplexity. I'm clicking, what is the best way to remove a coffee stain from my couch? It is going to go and do the research. It has, again, gone to 8 sources, and it's going to give us the best solution that it can. Removing coffee stains from your couch can be achieved using several methods, depending on the type of stain and the fabric of your couch. Here are some effective techniques. Immediate blotting. Act quickly. Use a clean white cloth or paper towel to blot the stain immediately. Avoid rubbing, as it can push the stain deeper into the fabric. And you can see on these footnotes where this information is coming from. So this one is coming from 5-Step Carpet Care, and this one is coming from Ask Team Clean. It's going to give us another idea. Vinegar solution. Mix solutions, test first, apply and blot. Dish soap, glass cleaner. You can see how different this is. What is the difference? Google is going to go out and give you all kinds of answers where you have to do the research. Perplexity goes, finds the research, synthesizes it, and gives you the answer. Let's go and look at another question. What is the cheapest way to get from New York to Miami? I'm going to start by going to Google. I'm going to type in, what is the cheapest way to get from New York to Miami? And let's see what it answers. Here's how you can get there from New York to Miami. And this is a driving map, 18 hours and 49 minutes. It tells me trains, buses. It does go straight into how much does it cost, what's the cheapest way, what month is the cheapest. It does give me some fairly helpful information. but it immediately goes to other places. I'm going to go to Perplexity now. I'm going to ask the same question: what's the cheapest way to get from New York to Miami? And let's see what we learn from Perplexity. Perplexity says the cheapest way to get from New York to Miami is by flying. You can find one-way tickets for as low as $38 on Spirit Airlines. Other budget-friendly options include, can you see the difference? And it's so much shorter. The research is faster, easy to find, and very helpful. So let's go and ask that same question. What's the cheapest way to get from New York to Miami? Google is going to give you travel ads, airline sites, scattered information, and you have to compare the prices yourself. Perplexity goes out, it looks at the sources, it summarizes the cheapest options, and it comes back to you for flexible dates. So let's look at the next test. How do I fix my iPhone when it won't charge? I'm just going to copy this, and let's start with Google. I'm typing in, how do I fix my iPhone when it won't charge? First thing that pops up is Apple support. Now, that is helpful. If your phone or iPod Touch won't charge, this is the type of thing I'm looking at. But even with this, it's a little overwhelming for me to see this. If it stopped, it's still almost too much information, but it is a little more helpful. It does give me additional questions. It gives me videos. It gives me more videos. Again, it gives me all of these things. Look and see. Let's see how Perplexity is different. Same question. How do I fix my iPhone when it won't charge? And let's see what it does. 8 sources, and it is going to give me step-by-step ideas. If your iPhone won't charge, there are several steps you can take to troubleshoot and potentially fix the issues. Here is the step-by-step guide. And it is telling me, let's start here. Restart your phone. Check the charging port. Try different charging cable. Use different power sources. Look at the difference even between Apple support and Perplexity. Much easier to read. It even gives you additional tips. I think you can see from our handout, how do I fix my iPhone when it won't charge? Google is going to give you random tech forums, YouTube videos, and conflicting advice. You have to dig for the right fix, but Perplexity, it absolutely created a step-by-step troubleshooting guide with verified fixes plus links to the sources. In my mind, Perplexity wins because it doesn't just tell you where to go, it actually helps you fix the problem. It doesn't just send you to forums. Okay, so we've looked at all these things on Perplexity about the difference between Google and Perplexity. I think you can see that there are tremendous differences. So far in this video, we've talked about Google and Perplexity. At this point of the video, you can see that there is a big difference between Google, which provides search links, and Perplexity that goes out and reads all of those pieces, searches it for you, synthesizes it, and comes back with an answer. Perplexity has taken search a full step forward where it's not just searching. Perplexity is now AI that has included reasoning. Reasoning means let me think about that and go step by step and create an actionable outcome for you. Let's just take a look at what I mean. I'm going to begin by going into Google and typing in, I own a women's boutique in Arkansas and want to create a strategic marketing plan for the next 90 days. That is a question where I'm actually asking Google to go out to search through all of these things and create the marketing plan. I want to create a strategic marketing plan. Let's see how Google does. And Google is, wow, that's even more interesting. I've asked it, I own a women's boutique in Arkansas and want to create a strategic marketing plan. And it's taking me to Zoom Info, AI powered prospecting. That doesn't have anything to do with me creating a marketing plan. AI infused marketing plans from IBM. Plan View, business strategic planning, 4 keys of a strategic business plan. Clothing boutique business plan. That is not super helpful. It might be good at searching, but let's go to Perplexity. We're going to now go from auto into reasoning, which is an advanced problem solving platform inside of Perplexity. If you're on the free plan, you can use 3 reasoning prompts per day. I'm going to type the same thing in. I own a women's boutique in Arkansas and want to create a strategic marketing plan for the next 90 days. I have it set on reasoning. I have it set on R1, which is Perplexity's unbiased reasoning model. You do have other models available, but this is where I would like you to start. Ask the question, make sure you're on reasoning, and use the R1 model. I'm going to hit go, and I want you to look at what it's doing. It is creating a step-by-step plan, and we're gonna come back to this because it's happening so quickly. It's not just answering, it is thinking through what is gonna be most useful to you, and I want you to look at this source count. It has gone from, like, 35 to 54. Can you see that it's continuing on? And now that it has thought through it, we now have a process of how to create the marketing plan. Now, I'm going to come back to where it was reasoning. And these are the steps that it went through. I asked it a question. I own a women's boutique in Arkansas, and I want to create a strategic marketing plan for the next 90 days. It didn't just give me information, it thought through it step by step. But look at how this is going. I'm going to research effective marketing strategies. I'm going to identify other strategies that have been successful. And then I'm going to create a template, and then I love it. Okay, let's tackle this. It's going back and saying the user owns a women's boutique in Arkansas and wants a 90-day strategic marketing plan. First, I need to go through the search results above to gather relevant strategies. And then looking at the sources, it's going in and it's saying Homebase mentions developing a strong brand identity, and it is giving itself a list of things that it can do. And then it goes up, and then it says the user is in Arkansas, so local targeting is key. They need a 90-day plan, so breaking it into monthly phases makes sense. Let's structure the plan with the first 30 days focusing on branding and setup, the next 30 days on execution, and the last 30 days on optimization. And then the next step is brand identity and website optimization. Finally, we need to ensure that each phase builds on the previous phase, includes budget considerations, local partnerships. Make sure to cite the relevant sources for each strategy, avoid overlapping them, and keeping it actionable. Check to see if all of the elements from the search results are covered appropriately without missing any key points, and then wrap up the analysis. I want you to look at what reasoning has done. We are taking AI to an entirely new level. You hear about people talking about AI agents. An agent is nothing more than a helpful assistant in what we're talking about here. With Perplexity, which is a free AI platform, you now have the ability to create a reasoning research assistant at no cost for up to 3 research queries a day. And it's not like going to Google and just having this. It is truly an assistant thinking step by step through how it can help you the most. And here's the answer. To create a 90-day strategic marketing plan for your Arkansas women's boutique, focus on brand identity, local engagement, and data-driven digital services. Below is a phased approach tailored to drive foot traffic, increase online visibility, and build customer loyalty. This is powerful stuff. Phase 1, days 1 through 30. Define your brand identity. Refresh your unique value proposition, e.g., Southern inspired styles for modern women or affordable luxury for special occasions. Highlight what distinguishes your boutique from your competition. Again, here is the information should you want to go and read. Where are they getting that information from? It also encourages you to update your logo, color scheme, and brand voice across all channels, your website, social media, in-store signage, and be consistent. All of this is more than just going out and finding other people's ideas. It's actually being helpful to you. And then it's saying, here's the next step. Let's optimize your digital presence. It doesn't even stop there. It says, here's how to do it. Update your website, look at local SEO. It's saying social media, it's giving you advice. Prioritize Instagram and TikTok for visual content. Outfit reels, behind the scenes clips, create a content calendar for daily posts, and it goes step by step. We'll go ahead and put this in the description below so you can see how all of these pieces work together. But Google can't do this. What is so amazing about Perplexity is we have taken it now to the very next step of having someone around the table thinking alongside with you, being that research helper. In this case, we've asked it to be a marketing expert that can help us research how to create a marketing plan for a women's boutique in Arkansas. Step by step, it's going through this. Here is your answer, specific advice. You can go in and you can look at the 54 sources that it gives you, the steps that it took, all of these things. And oh, by the way, if you want to search images, you can find the images there. It will also give you a search of the most watched videos on how to do that. It'll even generate additional AI photos. AI is going to change everything about what we do. You're going to be able to find answers, not just what's the best restaurant in Hot Springs, Arkansas. You're going to be able to ask it to be a helpful assistant where you can use reasoning with all of the research available on the internet, have it go out and find relevant information to the questions that you're asking, create a step-by-step research plan, find the most relevant information, synthesize that information, and put out a complete research plan with actionable items for you. So in today's video, we were talking about Google versus Perplexity. Is Google still search king? Maybe so. When we're searching for things, Google is excellent. But I want you to think about how it's different. I would encourage you to go and look. So now let's look at the final next actions that I would encourage you to take to find out how you can use Perplexity most effectively. When you're ready to test these things, at the 7-Minute Life, we deeply care about helping you not just find out about these things, but learn how to use them in your everyday life. So in the handout, we have put, well, what can you do next? We want you to hands-on open perplexity.ai and try a search right now. This is the link. Go to Perplexity AI and type a search that you'd normally put into Google. Compare the answers and ask which is better for that circumstance. Does Perplexity save you time? Is Google better? What types of questions should you ask Google? What types of questions should you ask Perplexity? Step number 2, I like to put Perplexity into a bookmark where I can bookmark it on my phone's home screen. It is free. It's free and easy to use. You have 3 reasoning questions that you can ask every day. Step 3, as you go through your own AI journey, you need to keep up with the new things that are available in the search revolution. I hope that you'll subscribe to 7-Minute AI. We're going to give you quick and no nonsense AI insights. I'll be covering new AI tools, perplexity updates, and the future of search. So don't miss out. I want you to subscribe and then tell us your experience. We want you to drop a comment. What did you search for in your first search with Perplexity? Did Perplexity beat Google for you? If you found this helpful, here's the call to action. We want you to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, because we believe it helps more people discover smarter search options and so much more. So here's our conclusion. Google has been the default for decades, but AI search is changing the game. If you're tired of ads and SEO clutter, Perplexity might be your new best friend. So try it out and let us know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.